This is like exciting. I don't want to say daily, almost by the hour, welcoming another person. I wanted to welcome Bensi Margulis back home. I want to say this, besides the guys have taught me to feel, I want to say that besides the excitement of guys back home, there's a tremendous pride. Each one, he went to Waterbury, him also the incredible B'nai Torah and wonderful people that have come through this base medrash. Bensi is very, very smart, sophisticated, honest, very, very developed person, extremely intelligent. But intelligent is a gift from God. Honesty is a gift from the person's decision, how to use their intelligence. An honest person, very honest. Brilliance is cool and fun, but if a person's dishonest, then all the thought is used, is owned, is hijacked. It's like a beautiful thing that's hijacked. When there's honesty, so then the mind, the beautiful mind, is used right. That's what I love about Bensi. Very honest and very, very intelligent. So I'm extremely happy you're home. Welcome home, Bensi. I want to wish a happy birthday to Mo Muller, and Like getting me started again.
Yeah, let's go.
This Mo's story of growth is his own story of aliyah, of steiging, of just a very, very special, kind, good person. But I want to mention on his birthday, of course, I want to mention the whole family. That Mo's story of growth, the connection to Tata and Mama and a whole mishpacha growing together, that's like the way it's supposed to be. In the yeshiva, success in yeshiva looks, the lechatchila always, a person's developing a closer kesher to Tata, a closer kesher to Mama, our parents. Kibbut Aveim is not like this. We're minutes away from going home. This incredible, this extra month we had in this long Zman is winding down, a closeness to our parents. But Kibbut Aveim is not just external actions. The Chayadim says, Iker Kibbut is b'mayach. The main kibbut is up here, that we hold of our parents and appreciate our parents and connect to our parents. It is true, parents are human beings. And human being comes with quirks and difficulties and challenges for sure, but they brought us to this world. This beautiful world, and the beauty that's in us is contained in our parents. I have come to appreciate parents much, much more. It's like dawned on me, when you're very into a guy, he comes from his parents. What he is and what he has with parents, even people have challenges, but the person comes from their parents. And Mo steiging together with his tata, together with his mama, through his parents, from his parents, is like a poster child of the way it's supposed to be, the way it's meant to be. So happy birthday to you, and a mazel tov to your whole family. We've been talking about the Seder, the Leila Seder, and that precious night. We're not leaving it. I want to come back to the Leila Seder, Be'ez Hashem. We have a few more days, and I want to stay focused on the Leila Seder. But for today, Siyata D'Shmaya, I want to talk for a few minutes about the Isser Chometz. We have this Isser on Pesach of Chometz. I want guys to be knowledgeable. I do want to talk about it, Yaakov b'machshava. What is this chametz? Now, God said stay away from chametz on Pesach. What's the machshava? We're not going to get there today, I don't think, not right now. But I do want to speak about the machshava. I first want the guys to know practical halacha. There are guys who are leaving today. There are guys who are leaving tomorrow. I want guys, you have chiyuvim. The chametz is relevant it dawned on me this morning that Kalish, you got to speak about it. Guys are about to leave, and they have to know pashut practically in the dorm. Their guys have chiyuvim, so I want to speak about it. There are 2 isurim in the Torah, 2 loisases, a lav, to have chametz in your house. 2 loisases to have chametz. 1 loisase is bal yira and 1 bal yamatzah. Lahalacha, it's just repeated. There are 2 lavs. There are 2 negative commandments to have chametz in one's possession on Pesach. Bal yira and bal yamatzah are 2 isurim that one must not have. Now the rule is you are only over if you own it. You can move into a box of Cheerios for the whole Pesach and not be over any Isser Daraisa if you don't own it. The Isser is La Yira L'cha Shelecha Iyataraya. You can't own yours. Somebody else's is no problem. People panic. Somebody, a cleaning lady brings chametz into the house. There's no panic. It's not yours. Now, we're very, very careful with chametz because eating it chas v'shalom is a chi of kares, chas v'shalom, and we're makbid even b'mashu. So we're very, very careful. We're worried you'll come to eat it. But the Isser of Bal Yira, Bal Yamatzah, the Laisa Say Daraisa, is only Shelucha Yatra, if you own it. If it's not yours, you're safe. It's not mine. If a guest comes, the Gayish cleaning lady comes home and says, I'd like to present you the cake, don't touch it. No. You can't, I'm not taking that cake. Don't be polite. So, sure, and then throw it. Chas v'shalom. You don't want to be kind of chametz on Pesach, because if it's yours, then you're over Bal Yira, Bal Yamatzah. So she hands it, she holds it out, so no, that's not the gift I'm taking this holiday. We can't have chametz. But the Isser chametz is only if you own it, is a loisasei. The normal einish for a loisasei is what, Chaver, if somebody transgressed a loisasei, what's the einish? Malkus. Does one get malkus for having chametz? So the Rambam says if you just have it, you're not over, because it's a lav, the Rambam says, we're going to discuss this next, it's just a lav she'ein by maisa. In order to get malkus for a loisa say, you have to actively be over the loisa say, not passively. Having chametz is passive, says no malkus. How do we know? I want the guys to be knowledgeable, to know Torah. So how do we know, Chevra, to get malkus? You have to actively be over loisa say, so please listen, I want you to know things. In the Torah, the parsha of Malkus, it doesn't express when you get Malkus. But the Torah speaks, V'hayim ben Hakai Sarasha, Arba'im Yakenu, it says hit him 40. Chazal teach us it doesn't really mean 40, it means the number before, b'mispar barim, the number before 40. So you give a guy 39 lashes. Next to the parsha of Malkus in the Torah is what Laisa say. Did God put, I love you, good Avi, Laisach Seim Shar B'dishay. Don't muzzle a shar when it threshes. When a shar steps, when it jumps on the kernels of grain to separate the chaff from the good stuff. So you're not allowed to muzzle the shar, you have to let it eat. You have to let it eat. I always tell people at pizza shops, I've told Penny Spear, who own the kosher world, Bauman's world, I told them that you have workers, you have to let them eat something. I don't like stores that don't let their workers eat. On an ox who's trampling, there's an isser, leisachsim shar b'dish, don't muzzle it. You have workers working in a store, you let them eat it. Don't let them eat the whole store. Don't let them eat the whole store, but to take a frankfurter in a fleshig place, to take a piece of pizza in a milchig place, let the worker, to muzzle him the whole time is like, he shouldn't be treated worse than an animal. And an animal is you're not let him muzzle a shar when he's threshing. Now workers, by the way, should be very, very careful to only do what the boss lets. Very. The owner of Dougie's told me that the first year he should have made profit and he didn't have profit and he couldn't figure out why. Like according to sales, he said he hired an accounting firm and they're checking, nothing made sense. according to everything, like it should have been a nice profit. It took him a long time, and the accounting firm checked everything. They figured out that the workers were giving away too much free stuff. Every worker has a friend, and he has this. Oh, my close friend, free. Mamish Geneva. And he said it ate up his whole profit. So certainly I was so proud of a Bacher in Yeshiva asked me that he was at the ski place, and the person offered him a free thing. He wanted to know is it Geneva. Excellent Shaila. Chas v'shalom, to be over Geneva. See, my father told me that you have to think to yourself. There are cases we've all gone to places that take it for free, and you could tell they're not sneaking. They have a certain leeway. If it's on camera, they're not risking their job to give you a cider. You could see certain cases. If they pull you to the side like that, don't take it. Geneva mamish. Don't take it. You could tell. You have to use your seichel. Do you think the place is? Do you think this person has rishus? You could ask the person. Do they have rishus? If they have no rishus, I was in Shoprite, a blessed memory. Shoprite in Waterbury doesn't exist. But I was in Shoprite. I was buying flowers, and it was taking forever. The person before me was getting flowers for a funeral, and it was going forever. The lady behind the counter goes to my flowers and put a paid sticker on it. The person behind me paid. So I said, okay, let me pay. She said, oh, it's paid. No. I said, you can't give me flowers for free. You can't give flowers for free. It's Geneva. I'm not stealing from the place. She got upset at me. It turned out she was the owner, Mrs. Torquinato. Her and her brother, a long last name, she owned the place. She actually said the flower person wasn't there that day, and that's why it was taking so long. So I gave her mussar that it's Geneva. She owned it. She can give me whatever she wants. But Lamaisa, you have to be very careful. But so it says Leisachsem shar b'dishav, don't muzzle a shar when it threshes, right next to the parsha of Malchus. So we learn out that in order to get Malchus, you have to be over Leisasei, but it has to be similar to Leisachsem. By Leisachsem Avi, how you transgress the law actively. If you muzzle the ox when it threshes, threshing is when it steps on the grains. It steps on the kernels, breaking off the shaft, giving you the good stuff. It's being kind of edemaisa or no? What? It's being kind of edemaisa. Oh, good avla. So it says on chametz, if you just have chametz in your house, it's a lav shem b'maisa. Avi wants to know if the cleaning lady gives you chametz in your kaina, is that called a maisa? That's a very good question. Is being kaina. The Rambam says if you bake chametz on Pesach, you get malchus. Because there you actively acquired chametz. I hear what Avi's saying. If you do a kinyan, l'chayr, if you do hagbah or meshicha, a kinyan to have it, that's a maisa, and one will get malchus. So for just having chametz, one doesn't get malchus. Says the Rambam, if you buy chametz or bake chametz, one absolutely gets malchus. It's a shtickle pella on the Rambam. Reb Chaim asks this kasha on the Rambam. I'm not going to discuss the answer right now, though. I'm going to tell you the question right now. Maybe later in this conversation, I'll tell you the answer, a beautiful answer. But the question on the Rambam, the very, very serious question on the Rambam says if you bake chametz on Pesach, you get malchus, because now you have an action. You over a leisa say, but actively, not passively, tzviki. So Reb Chaim and others on the Rambam is the Gemara in Psachim gives another reason that you don't get malchus for chametz. There's a second reason you don't get malchus. One is the lav she'em by ma'aseh, it has no action. It's true. So there, if you bake it, now you have an action. The problem is another reason not to get malchus. In order to get malchus, it has to be similar to leisachsem. If somebody steals, they were over an issa daraisa of Geneva, do they get malchus? Why not? Because it's what's called a lav hanitak lasei. There's an asay, if somebody steals, has a mitzvah asay daraisa of hashivas agzela shargazal. Return that which you stole. I was in yeshiva here, and a bacher came up to me, was shaking like a leaf, said, I stole this, please return it to its owner. He told me we stole from it, I want you to return it. it was holy, Kodesh Kodashim. I don't know in my life, literally, did I ever see a mitzvah purely lishma, completely embarrassing. It was disgraced. He had no reason to do it. He wasn't caught. Nobody knew it was him. And he felt that he wants to do what's right. I was like dazzled by this beautiful yid. Amazing. Kulei lishma. I shake my lulav. I also want the next guy to see how from I am. I also am worried if I wouldn't shake, we'll look pretty funny in shul not shaking. I have things attached. I'm trying to tap into lishma. This guy did a mitzvah daraisa, a mitzvah sasei daraisa of returning v'hashivas exer shagazal kulei lishma. He got embarrassed for it. It wasn't covered. Wasn't about covered for him. I was in the shtoimim, holy. I told him, I beg you, the Rishonim say, b'shas mitzvah, tfilah shaladam nishmas, daven whatever you want. I'm like, vaday. Take the craziest thing now. You have a relative who needs a shidduch, a child, you pray. I didn't ask him, it's pashut, whatever he davened, I'm sure happened. Tfilah shaladam nishmas, he was plugged in. Rishonim write that b'shas of a mitzvah, tfilah is listened to. He was plugged in, kulei lishma. I begged him, pray for something now. Whatever's on your mind, whatever, just pray. Just pray. I took the gneba from me, returned that which he stole. So since stealing has an asay attached to it, it's called a lav hanitak lasay, a lav that can fixed up by an asay. You don't get malchus because it's not similar to leisachsaim. Leisachsaim has no asay attached to it. It says don't muzzle. If you muzzle it, there's no asay. So in order to get malchus, it has to be a standalone leis asay. A leis asay that God gave an asay to fix it up, you don't get malchus. Says the Gemara in Psachim, if somebody makes chametz on Pesach, can fix it up besides two negative commandments, that one is over, there's an asay, tashbisu sar mibatechem, destroy chametz. You have an active asay. Tashbisu sar mibatechem. God gave an asay. There's a lois asay, two bal yira bal yamatzah, two lois asays to have chametz, and an asay, tashbisu sar mibatechem, destroy it. Says the Gemara, you don't get malchus for having chametz on Pesach because it's a lav that could be fixed up by an asay. If you have chametz, tashbisu, destroy it. Frekt Reb Chaim on the Rambam seems to have forgotten the Gemara, chas v'shalom. The Rambam doesn't forget anything. It's a Rishon. And he seems to have overlooked the Gemara. The Gemara says that for making chametz on Pesach, one does not get malchus because it's a lav, hanitak lasei, that can be fixed up by an asay of tashbisu. And the Rambam says if you make or kind of chametz on Pesach, one gets malchus because you have an action. What happened to lav hanitak lasei? A bomb kasha. The answer is going to be ga'inus, but you have to bear with me. I don't know if we'll get to it today. Maybe yeah, maybe no. I want to keep going on. Right now, not to have chametz is two lois asays. Somebody has chametz on Pesach is two lois asays. Bal yira, bal yamatzah. And there's an active asay, one transgresses an asay, because the Torah says, tashbisu sar batechem, get rid of it. Get rid of chametz from your house. How do we do this either asay, tashbisu, the lois asay not to have? Chevra, what do we do not to have chametz? We actually have two plans. Everybody listen to me because I'm talking very practically to you. Not your tati, not your mommy, not your baba. You. It's nagaya to you. Every guy here, you're all bar mitzvah, and every guy here owns, you own stuff and very possibly and probably owns some chametz. So what do we do about, we have two lois asays, bal yira bal yamatzah. We have an asay, tashbisu sarvatechem, get rid of it. So we have two plans, chevra. All of us are going to do bittul. Please remind each other. Nachum will post it online. We're going to do bittul on Erev Pesach. One must do bittul before chatzos. Bal Yiram, Bal Yamatzah kicks in. Ach b'yoyim arishin tasbishu sarvatechem. Ach says even earlier, it kicks in from Chatzos on Erev Pesach. So from Chatzos, you have an Isser not to have Chametz. So we have to get rid of it before Chatzais Erev Pesach. There are two approaches that we take. One is we do bittul. All of us have to remember to do bittul. You're going to be mevatel. Kol chamira v'chamiya dikar b'shusi d'chazdi d'loy chazdi d'barti d'loy barti la'avi hefker ka'afra da'ara. You're going to say a lashon of bittul. Now we're going to discuss in a minute what bittul. That's one approach. You say bittul. A second approach is we're going to clean our house and get rid of the chametz. Get rid of it. Now, why we do both approaches I'm going to speak about today. I first want to talk what bittul is, and then we're going to talk about why we do both things. Why are our wives and mothers cleaning and getting rid of chametz? Levi, just do bittul. We have two approaches, Levi, to get rid of chametz, Levi. What are the two approaches, Levi? We're mevatel the chametz. We do bittul. And a second approach is search and destroy. The mamas and the wives clean the house and get rid of it. We're going to discuss why we do both, Levi. First, Levi, I want to explain what is bittul. Does anybody want to take a stab what bittul is? What is bittul? Then you're good to go.
You should be acquire chametz.
Ooh, the Minchas Chinuch over here. I'm proud of you, Maish. Maish wanted to know, should I buy chametz to get rid of it? Else the loisa say, fine, I don't have chametz. He said, hey, I didn't know there's nasei tashbisu, sir, so maybe I should buy to get rid of it. I want to do my mitzvah. I love you. Beautiful person. Got such an intelligent... Here's a man who wants mitzvahs. The man wants mitzvahs. So he says, I want to go Erev before Chatzos. I want to buy. Levi, what do you say to this man? You know what he asked? He said, if I don't own any of my own chametz, I want to buy to destroy. Tashbisu sarbatechem, da steht, get rid of chametz. The Minchas Chinuch asks your question. Because you asked your question, I'm going to tell you the answer to Reb Chaim, because it touched that. But I'm going to put on hold what bittul is. I'm going to get to what Maish just asked. Maish just asked such a fundamental question. So I'm going to go back to Reb Chaim for a minute because of Maish's question. I didn't plan on doing it. He asked it. Maishla deserves it. Maish asked, Chevra, this Herschel, solid, because Minchas Chinuch has the shayla. He asked question. He wanted to know, should Avi, are you mechoyev to go find some chametz erepes before chatzais in order to do your mitzvah daraisa of tashbisu? I want to do my mitzvah, destroy chametz. I don't own any. So Maish said, maybe I should buy. Shloim is solid question. Rock solid. Should he buy chametz to destroy it? Daniel, you like that question? Very good question. Again, the negative commandment don't have, so I don't have. I'm good to go. But there's a positive command, destroy. Maish read the pasuk. He's so sincere. The authenticity of the yid. He reads the pasuk, destroy chametz. Like, I don't have any. I better buy. It's so pure, so holy. That's like I could take Torah seriously. God said, destroy chametz. Like, oh, I don't have. Okay, I'm going to go buy. It's like very sincere. Fantastic question. Bensi, you like that question, oh? Very intelligent question. What do you hold, Yosef? It's a good question. So I'm going to address that question as follows. Maishli, you like his question? Should you buy chametz to do your mitzvah of destroying chametz? If you don't have... Now, by the way, you could destroy your dad's. That's not yours. A guy destroys the chametz in his house. You destroy mom's. It's not yours. I got to destroy mine. Maishla, should you go buy chametz and destroy it? Valid?
What was the question again?
Baltashis, you're mechoyev to be tashris. Tashbisu. Baltashris is normal. Here you mitzvah. Are you saying why buy it? Because I need to do my mitzvah. There's no baltashris. I need my mitzvah. The best money I ever spent in my life. Good question. Good, Benjamin. Dubi, you like his question? Very solid. So let's get to the Rambam. So sincere, no, Rebbe Zishli?
What was the question? I heard it,
Not in a bad way.
Should I go to the answer? Yes. Or once you see how sincere he is, you're dying to show Bensi his song? Let me get to the answer. But then he's going to play. If I give you an answer, you'll play the song for the Chaver, one for one. You could say no, but then I won't give you an answer. What do you say? Deal or no deal? Should we shake on it? If he likes my answer, then he plays a song for Bensi. He doesn't like it, no answer, no song. Maish, listen to this, Elia. We asked Reb Chaim's question on the Rambam. The Rambam said that if somebody makes chametz on Pesach, he gets malchus. Because you don't get malchus for having chametz on Pesach. Why not, Judah? For having chametz, why don't you get malchus? Because no action. In order to get malchus, one has to be over alive actively. Having chametz, I was passive. I was sleeping, and I just have chametz. Since it's passive, one doesn't get malchus. The rule to get malchus, one has to transgress a lav actively. Where do we know that from? Because malchus is written next to leisachsim. The lav of muzzling an ox when it threshes. Over there, you actively do something. You put the muzzle on. So in order to get malchus, you have to actively be over a lav. Having chametz is passive. I'm just sleeping and having. Says no malchus. Says the Rambam, if you do an action, you bake chametz, you get malchus. Frek Reb Chaim, the Rambam forgot a Gemara. The Gemara Tzadiyayim Psachim says that you don't get malchus for chametz because salav hanitak lasei can be fixed up by an asei, can be fixed up by tashbisu. Tashbisu sar, the Torah says destroy it. Since there's an asei to fix it up, in order to get malchus, you have to be over alive, and there's no asay to fix it up. If you steal, a mashal, if one steals, he does not get malchus because he has an asay of return the gzela. Says the Gemara, if one leaves over chametz, doesn't get malchus because you have the asay of tashbisu. And yet the Rambam says you do get malchus. You can't argue on a Gemara. Says Reb Chaim like this. There's a machlokes Tanoim how to get rid of chametz on Pesach. The Torah says tashbisu sar batechem, destroy it. It's a machlokes Reb Yehuda and the Chachamim how to get rid of it. Reb Yehuda says one must burn it. He learns from Sukkim that tashbisu has to be with a fire. You must burn it. The Rabbanan say get rid of it, flush it down the toilet, throw it in the yam, throw it in the wind. You don't have to. No fire needed. Machlokes Tanoim. We paskin like the Chachamim. I found mustard in my grandma's house. We used to go every year of Pesach. That I found the thing of mustard. Sure was kosher Pesach. Somehow it got in the kosher Pesach stuff. I found the thing of mustard. So I flushed it all down the toilet. I couldn't make a fire for various reasons. I flushed down to. That's how we paskin, like the Chachamim. We're machmir like the Rabbi Yehuda. We burn it. We paskin. You can get rid of it any which way you want. Says the Rambam, and he says Reb Chaim brilliantly. Pashup Pshat, it's machlokes how to get rid of it. He proves, and there's the proof. I want to share this with the Chevra. I don't think today. I wasn't going to do this today, but Maishla deserves. We're going to get to Maish's question. He proves Reb Chaim that the machlokes Tanoim. He proves it from a tour, the Rosh's son. The machlokes Tanoim is not simply how to get rid of chametz. Pashup Pshat, Rabbi Yehuda says burn it. So he also says get rid of it. And the Chachamim say you can get rid of it any way you want. Says Reb Chaim that they're actually arguing to the nature of tashbisu. According to the Reb Yehuda, tashbisu is an active command. Get chametz and burn it. According to Reb Yehuda, Maishel is right. One should buy chametz and burn it. According to the Chachamim, get rid of it anyway, because there's no din to get rid of chametz. It's another way of saying don't have it. There can't be a law of how to get rid of it. It just means don't have it. When God said get rid of it, he wasn't saying buy and destroy. He was just saying don't have it. So who cares how you get rid of it? There can't be a law how to get rid of it. It just means don't have it. Tashbisu doesn't mean get rid of it. God could say in a negative way, don't have chametz, and a positive way, destroy. It doesn't mean buy it and destroy it. It's another way of saying don't have it. Says Reb Chaim, according to the Rabbanan that get rid of it any way you want, tashbisu just means don't have it. Says no requirement how to get rid of it. Who cares? Just means don't have it. Who cares how you get rid of it? You don't have it. If I flushed the mustard down the toilet, you didn't do a good job. How you destroy it? There's no halacha how to destroy it. It just means don't have it. According to Reb Yehuda, that there's a halacha how to destroy it. It means you're supposed to have it and destroy it. Says Reb Chaim. Says Reb Chaim, that's pshat in the Rambam. The Gemara which says halav anitak lasei is going according to Reb Yehuda that tashbisu means have it and destroy it. So then if you're over the lois asay, now you have an active asay to fix it up. According to the Chacham, we paskin like, this is not a lav that's fixed up by an asay. It's not like don't steal, if you steal, return it. The asay says the same thing as lois asay. It's just God says don't have it. It's no fixing up. God said don't have it. He said don't have it in a negative way. He said in a positive way. So it's not called a lav and if somebody makes it. It's chayiv malkus. It's not called a lav and lasei. Comes out, we paskin like the Chacham according to Reb Chaim. So according to the Chacham, there's no inyan to buy and destroy because tashbisu doesn't mean an active mitzvah. It just means don't have it. So even though God said destroy it, it was just another way of saying don't have it. That's what would come out. Make sense, Maish? I want to get to Bittel. I have to get to Bittel. Maish, if you can get a guitar and come up. Yidden Amachmir, by the way, Yidden Amachmir burn it like Rabbi Yehuda. And if somebody would tell me I like mitzvahs so much and I'm worried for tashbisu, I personally try to burn something erev. If it's a mitzvah tashbisu, I like maish, want to do my mitzvah. So according to the halacha, according to the Chachamim, the way Reb Chaim understands the Chacham, there'll be no inyan to buy and destroy. Because it just means that. Then it could be like Binyamin Bal Tashchis. Then yeah, that's a good point. According to what are you buying and destroying? Who asked you to have, right? You're saying it's not such a valid chumrah, because that chumrah could be a cooler. Where's Maish? While he's getting the guitar, I'd like to express to the Chevra what is bittul. Please pay attention. This is going to be very relevant. I'm not stam. I know this is a Musa Seder. Please pay attention. We're going to learn about Chometz shortly. I want the guys to know what is bittul, Chevra. So it's machlokes Rashi and Taisvis what bittul is. Taisvis says bittul is hefker. So gesundsein. Bittel's hefker. Because remember, you're only over chametz if it's yours. See, you mevatla, it's hefker. That's what Taisvis holds. Bittul is simply hefker. Why it uses such a weird word is an excellent kasha. Why not call it hefker? Why is it called bittul, Elia? But bittul is just hefker. I want it, not mine. It's hefker. There are 3 bomb kashas on Taisvis. We could get to that. I want to discuss Rashi, what bittul is. Rashi says bittul is mental destruction. Nothing to do with hefker. It's mentally destroying something. Now, who said there is something called mental destruction? Because God said tashbisu. It's a weird word. He should have said tevaru. Says Rashi, tashbisu is mental destruction. Rashi holds you are mentally destroying the chametz. Taisvis says you're being mafkir the chametz. If I could beg the chevra, every single guy here, Erev Pesach, you have chametz. We've all owned chametz. Has to do bittul. Your father's bittul has nothing to do with yours, as your grandfather's bittul has nothing. Every guy here, I'll ask Nachum to put on the chats. What is bittul is either hefker, you're being mafkir your chametz, or according to Rashi, you are mentally destroying your chametz. You're mentally destroying it. It's nothing to me. It's a mental destruction of your chametz. It's either mentally destroyed or it's hefker, one of the two. Now, Babis is a big kasha. You're not allowed to do hefker in your brain. Bittel, it says, mivat loy beliba. You could do it inside. You don't even have to say. You could think it. Hefker, you can't think. It's one kasha on Tosfos. There's a second kasha on Tosfos. Is why does it use such a weird word, a bittel? Call it hefker. A third kasha on Tosfos is Rabbi Yossi shita that when you mafker something, it's yours till somebody else picks it up. So shucks, I'm after my chametz, but nobody's picking it up. It's still mine, even though we don't pass the Rabbi Yossi. But according to Rabbi Yossi, I'm over in this darais. 3 bomb kashas on Tosfos.
What was the third one?
The Rabbi Yossi holds hefker's yours till somebody else picks it up. Even though we don't pass Rabbi Yossi in the Durham, even though we don't pass him, but it would come out according to that Tana. What's bittul? So the Ran says, explaining Tosfos, that even though it's not a typical hefker, it's an easier hefker. Because normally, chametz has a very funny fact to it, chametz. Chametz, you're only over if it's yours, but you can't own something that's aser b'hana. Chametz, you can't have any pleasure. Chametz is the great contradiction of life. If you don't think there's a deep inyan to this, every guy should contemplate this. Chametz, you can't be over. You're only over if it's yours, but it can't be yours because you can't have ana. Do you know you can't be mevatel chametz after chatzais because it's not yours? How can you be mevatel? So why am I over? Chametz has a massive contradiction built in, Yehudi. You know that? It's an oxymoron. It's an oxymoron, chametz. You're only over Dani if it's yours, but it can't be yours because you can't do anything with chametz. You can't own what you can't have anah from. So what do you mean it's yours? The Gemara asks this question, and the Gemara says if you did nothing to get rid of it, the Torah treats it like it's yours, Elia. Shnei dvarim ein, it's in Baba Kama Ar Masechta. Shnei dvarim einam b'shusan shaladim v'asan akas kilem b'shusan. If you did nothing to get rid of it, the Torah treats it like it's yours. Says the Ran, that's why you could do an easier form of hefker. It is hefker, but as long as you think, I don't want it. So it's an easier hefker, Herschel. That's why mivat loy believe by b'dai. It's an easier hefker. So I practically, chevra, I see the olam's like, what's happening? It is supposed to be musar, and you're talking halacha, you're cheating us. We're going to get to it, but I just want to remind the chevra, every single guy, make sure to do bittul on Erev Pesach before chatzos. And bittul means, according to Tosfos, hefker. I'm hefker, and I don't want it because I'm only over chametz. If it's mine, it's not mine. Hefker. According to Rashi, what is bittul? Mental destruction. Now, why in the world do we search for chametz and get rid of it? Just do bittul. Elia, what are our wives and mothers doing? Maishla, why is mama cleaning the whole house and working so hard? Just do bittul. What do you say, Maish? Says Maish is mechabin to Tosfos because we're worried you'll come to eat it. Shema yavei la'achlei. If it's around your house, you'll come to eat it. I have a kasha on you, Maish. I have a bomb kasha. Maish says the reason our mothers work so hard to clean the house and get rid of it, really we could all do bittul. Says Maish, if it's around the house, you'll come to eat it. Gzeira. I have a kasha on you, Maish. Are you allowed to have chazer in your house? Yeah. People have treifus in their house. You might come to eat it. Who just said that? Who just said it? Hudi. Hudi and Martha. Hudi said that. I'm proud of you, Huds. Hudi says, Tosfos mechaben to Tosfos. Hudi said that which you never... Maishi said also? The Chaver said, he said chazer that you never eat, so big deal, you can have it in your house. Cheerios that you eat all year, so if you have it in your house Pesach, you weren't over because you did bittul, but you'll come to eat it because you're used to eating it all year. So therefore we want you to get rid of it. So the reason we get rid of it is because we're worried you'll come to eat it. That's why we do both. We do Bittul and Bedika. It's two different plans of getting rid of Chometz. Bittul is either hefker or mental destruction, and getting rid of it is because we're worried. Maishla says, you'll come to the Shemayavay Lachla. If I leave it around, I'll come to you. I want to speak about Machshava, but first, I want to hear Maish, then we're going to share Machshava with the Chevra. Take it away, Maish. You want to get shouldn't.
That's good.
When I feel like I'm a fall, I know I must stand tall, 'cause God is my staff and my shield. When I feel like I'm a fail, I know I must prevail, 'cause God is the only one. And that's the thought that sets me free.
Yaakov, please come up. Yaakov Zaitchik, please come up. We'll give Yaakov the guitar. Is Shlomo here? Could you sing? He wants to play. I want Yaakov to play. Diggy, amazing, huh?
Stop, Shlomo, see, that's bad.
Maish, you met an all-time great Maish just now. Yeah. That's very true. Maish and Avigdor, very good. Another name of Maish Rabbeinu was Avigdor. It's a true story. What? Avigdor was another name of Maish Rabbeinu. Avigdor, yeah.
Hashem Elokai b'chol levavi v'chavda shemcha shemcha le'olam v'chavda shemcha le'olam Hayitva Hashem
Machada Shimcha Shimcha Li'olam Machada Shimcha Li'olam Ay Lecha Hashem Elokai V'chalai Lecha Levavi Levavi V'achavda Ay Shimcha Li'olam V'achavda Shimcha Li'olam Li'olam Ay Lecha Hashem Elokai V'chalai Lecha Levavi Levavi V'achavda Ay Shimcha Li'olam Ma'achavda Shimcha
You want to play something that everybody sings? What song do you want to play? Play very nice. You play very nice. Very nice. Is that your song?
He told me the story also when he made that. Yeah.
At a studio, we told us. Why did we meet before that? Levi, you know what I want to sing together before we share something else? You know the Balatanya's Keliata Vaideka? Let's sing that. You like that song for the Balatanya? You know, what was the Balatanya's real name? Reb Schneier Zalman. Schneier Zalman of Liadi. He's from Liadi. Reb Schneier Zalman. Very good, Maishla. So he composed this Keliata. Do you know it, Shlomo? Keliata Vaideka? Did you play it? Take it, Rachel. Before I ask, Bentzi's going to sing a song. I'm going to talk b'machshav about Chometz. I want to share with the guys the halacha. The night before you leave, any guy who's leaving yeshiva tomorrow, if you leave the night before you leave, you have a chiyuv b'dika. You have an absolute mitzvah. You do not make a bracha, but 30 days to pace. You have a chiyuv b'dika. So any guy who's planning on leaving tomorrow has an obligation tonight to be baidik his area of the dorm, to look by his bed for chametz and to get rid of it. Guys have to keep their mitzvah, so you have a chiyuv b'dika. Now, even if you say, I plan on doing bittul, you could taina, what do you mean, gzeira, I might come to eat it, I'm not near it. I'm not going to be in Durham on Pesach. That is a valid point. First of all, you might forget to do your bittul. There are other factors as well. What I advise every single guy the night before he leaves to search his stuff, his area, and to get rid of his chametz the night before he leaves, I advise that. Even if you did that, and you certainly should, every single guy, the yeshiva is going home Tuesday, so Monday night, if a guy's leaving Sunday, should do Motzei Shabbos. If he's leaving Friday, should do it Thursday night. Thursday, should do it Wednesday night. Every guy should do B'dika. It's supposed to be at night, B'dika, yes. He should be baidek his stuff the night before he leaves, look around for chametz, and get rid of all the chametz. When I say get rid of it, theoretically you could bring it home. If you put it in your suitcase, you know where it is, but identify your chametz. If it's not owned by you, it's not a problem. If it's yours, you hear what you should do, Dubes? Yeah. Those bedika before you leave is each guy's obligation. And to do bittul on Erev Pesach, we're going to have Nachum send it out to remind the guys to do bittul. Shlomo, could you play B'Secha Zena and Bentzi sings it for the Chevra? You don't know how to play B'Secha Zena? Oh, Bentzi plays it. Benz, come up.
What about selling all players?
Ooh, that's a good question. Just do mechira. It's a long discussion. You're right. Could be right. You could be right. You could be right.
Maybe instead of selling it, just make it happen. Why does it work for us to sell it? Just make it happen.
Remember, it isn't hefker yet. You had a chiyah bedika before you made it hefker. I mean, if you mafker it before, I said I have no bedika, I don't have chametz. You'll have the gzeira shema yavarach. Welcome, Benson.
Thank you.
You do Masechah Zana?
Yeah, sure.
Never heard Benson play Masechah Zana like this. Mayor, where's Mayor Kappenstein? Is Mayor here? Mayor V'Secha Zena, let's go. Let's go, Mayor. Before we continue with Chometz, I want to tell the Chevra something that always look deeper than the superficial. We're a place of pneumius. I love the sports in yeshiva, and the gain of the sports in yeshiva. You can go to a basketball game in yeshiva, and you'll see a lot of emotion, a lot of things expressed, a lot of challenges, teammates and refs. You'll see a lot of stuff on the basketball court in Durham. And a very superficial person will walk out of the gym and say, my goodness, what's happening here? Some of the most beautiful gains ever in the yeshiva are after that game, the beauty that exists of two people who talk something out, of a guy who says, hey, I noticed this on me. Why is it happening? What's happening? What's going on? What's the source of this? The working out and resolving and figuring out that comes out from these games is niflus, unbelievable. I was texted today by one person about two people who had, one guy said the other guy's amazing. I can't believe it. The conversation after. The other verbally said, wow, the other one's amazing. His patience. The conversations and the process. I always on the court. It remains many years of struggle to have to react the right emotions and the right way and process things. What I think personally is that I was very, very good at not feeling, very, very good at pushing aside emotions. And on the court, you can't do that if you don't know how to process. So everywhere else, you could just push it aside. It's easy. In middle of a game, you're running, you're aggressive, you're flying around. So what in normal life I could just push away would explode there. Things would explode out. And I think as a person learns to feel, it won't be the minute, as they learn to feel and process emotions, well, not instantly, their habits formed, they'll see better behavior on the court. More appropriate, but I love that after, don't be superficial, you should know, it's not always public what you see. It's not always public what you see. Sometimes in a couple, the closest things ever are following a little bit of a fight. Kids could see the disagreement. They don't always see the makeup. Two people talk things out, work things out. Very unsophisticated people. I want to demand from the guys, in a marriage, if a couple gets into a little sechsach, a little disagreement, humans have things. Very, very unsophisticated people just wait. They're like shy from each other, embarrassed, and they're very small to go up. It's hard to say, I was hurt. It's hard to say, I'm sorry for hurting you. So very small people just wait till it blows over. A day, 2, 3, 4, they uncomfortably, and then all of a sudden, they're back. But nothing was resolved. Nothing was spoken out. Nothing was developed. And they just have patterns like that. They don't talk for a day, 2 or 3 or a week, then they're back. Sophisticated people come back to each other and talk. Hey, that hurt me, and there's conversation. They end up much, much closer. A lot is figured out. They're actually closer after the difficulty than they were before. It's actually a certain kesher is built, and things are found out. People express, they're actually closer than ever. I love how big guys in the yeshiva are. Somebody could see a game there and sees the typical guy, don't say every guy, say the big ones here. We have big people in yeshiva, really big people, who after go up and speak and talk. There's many. This is not a place of kids. It's a mature, sophisticated place. So it's interesting. A guy could watch a league game and see struggle. You don't know the godless that ensues. Now we're emotional guys, and we're not apologetic for being emotional. We are apologetic when our emotion hurts another person, but we speak it out, work it out, talk it out. I want to publicly say I'm impressed. There was an emotional game last night, but there was much conversation after the game. Really cool conversations. I say that to the chevra. It's amazing how big the guys are. big people who talk, who express, who own up, who figure out, who like do real work, both apologizing and saying, I want to figure that out. I want to dig in. I want to find out what's happening, why it's happening. I appreciate when you see the intensity and the emotion of the sport, fantastic. Now all of us have to figure out and work out. When somebody tells me, because he's emotional on the court, okay, I'm not playing anymore, but you can have kids, and the same energy in a house has a lot of tension. The same thing which could explode out in the basketball court, there'll be other areas. And I don't say maybe a person should temporarily stop, there's such a thing. But it's not the answer. That might be a temporary, maybe yeah, maybe no. What's much more is to resolve, is to figure out what happens. What happens? Why do I emotionally explode? What's going on? Because the life has all different things that mirror the basketball court. A home could be a lot of tension. They're traveling somewhere. There's a yom tov. Everybody's home. Whatever the things happen. So I just want to celebrate how advanced and emotionally advanced guys are. There's an honesty here. There's a courage here. We're not that type of place. Two guys like wait till it's sort of over. No, people go up, talk, express, figure out. I love it, appreciate it, and I want guys all to know about it, because sometimes it's like seeing the parents have a little disagreement and not seeing the work, the makeup work, and like not knowing that they've not just resolved, they've gotten closer. So I wanted to share that with the Chevra. I think it's important, and I wanted to celebrate all the work. I wanted to just thank all the people. Shlomo Feldman gets the most credit, who arranges the whole thing. Amazing. Where are we holding the last semi-final game is tonight, Mayor? That's the $1 million question.
You're in the semifinal, right?
Are you Willis reading it? Are you Willis reading it? Willis Reed was a Knicks player who played with like a very bad foot in 1973, before I was born, and came out, and the Knicks won the championship game on a bad leg, and I'm putting pressure on Meno Chas v'Shalom.
Honestly, it's supposed to get very good.
Oh yeah.
Dropped 36 yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. And now your brother's here to cheer on.
Yeah.
I want to very be careful. So we've gone a long time, and I see the halacha. The guys, we did a lot of halacha today. I want to just express very quickly, to close quickly, that clearly there's an attack on Chometz. To any sophisticated person says, what's going on? Hashem was mitzavas. We're waging this war on Chometz. Tashbisu sarbatechem, Chometz out of the house. And we're talking about bittul. We have like these battle plans. We're writing these battle plans, how we're fighting Chometz. We're doing bittul, whether it's mafkir, whether it's mentally destroying Chometz, whether it's physically getting it out of the house, the search and destroy. We're busy with Chometz. We're already from Purim supposed to be thinking about Chometz. And the wives are cleaning the house for Chometz. None of us could be we can't be shallow. We can't afford to be shallow. So we have to say, what is Chometz telling us? What are we busy with? Really eliminating Chometz. What are we busy with? So I want to say one aspect of Chometz for 3 minutes. One aspect that I want to tell the guys about. And the aspect, Levi, that I want to speak about is Chazal have an expression, mitzvah b'liyadcha al tachmitzena. Don't let the mitzvah turn into Chometz. In opportunity, seize it. Seize the opportunity. There's a tremendous inyan. Matzah is that which is not allowed to rise. A person works on it and doesn't just leave it around. And Chometz is the time they're allowing it to rise. And as such, matzah represents zrizus. Ushmartem es matzah, as Chazal say, al tikri matzah el mitzvah. Mitzvah b'liyadcha al tachmitzena. Matzah is the inyan of zrizas. One aspect of matzah is zrizas. And chometz is a war on laziness, on the opposite of zrizas. I want to say to the chevra, and it's specific to Pesach when we find our identity as Yidden, and I say to everybody, I say find purpose and mission and be on fire. Find things that mean something to you. Find things that mean something to you. I was talking to my kids, we meet up. I've been telling Maishi this. We've been driving a lot together and spending a lot of time. And we meet up and I haven't been with my son for a lot of months, and we try to catch up. Where we're both working on ourselves, and I want to tap into my son Maish, and certainly we speak over the phone, though I don't call often enough, but we speak over the phone, and we're certainly in touch, but in person I want to tap into his steiging, and I want him and he wants to tap into my growth. And I was talking to Maishi a lot recently that I increasingly value chiyus. Function with alacrity, with energy, with fire. It bothers me a lot. When guys are leaving Eretz Yisrael, a lot of people say opinions. Chirp, chirp. Don't go to Durham. Yes, go here. Everybody be quiet. Go where you're fire. Go where you're fire. Be on fire. Stop just, this one says this, that one says this. Stop copying and following. Go where you're on fire. How many guys came to Durham as a youngster? And this one weighed in. It's not a good idea. Yes, go. Everybody be quiet and be on fire. We're designed to mean it, to bring it. Pesach's our birth. Pesach's the birth of a nation, the Am Hashem. We're shaykh to live with fire as passionate people who are loyalists to God. I spoke before about the Panovich Rav. And people think he was a good fundraiser. I hate when people say that. It makes me so upset. A good fundraiser, you missed his whole story. It's so silly. The man was on fire. If you're on fire, yeah, you could raise money. He wasn't a good fundraiser. He was on fire with something for Torah, for building Torah. A good fundraiser. If you go somewhere and it means the world to you, yeah, people give money to that because they see somebody cares about something truthful. He wasn't a fundraiser. He was on fire with something. And I say to the Chevra, and Pesach calls to everybody, go on fire. It's a war on chometz, on passiveness. It's a war on laziness. It's a war on purposelessness. Find things that mean something to you. It's not about just getting by. It's not taking votes. Well, he says, when guys come back from Israel, go to a place and be on fire. I spoke about Aryeh Barnett, just got married. I have such nachas. The guy was serious. There's no period in your life. You just mail it in. There's no period. Be on fire. Bein Hazmanim's coming. Rest up, Bein Hazmanim. Do different things, but be on fire. So make your Bein Hazmanim about being good to your little sister, this Bein Hazmanim. Make a Bein. There are always things to do, things to get busy with. Make you have different projects. Be a person who's passionate. Be a person who's about something. You stand for something. You're into something. You care about something. There are things that are important to us. It's spoken about people finding their mitzvahs. We all have taryag, but different mitzvahs light different of us on fire. Find things that mean something to you, that you're passionate about. I increasingly respect chiyus. I watched the way Shlomo Feldman, I picked a guy not here. He's on fire with something. There's a mission, there's a purpose, there's an energy. The guy's about something and is bringing it. He's up to crazy hours, not because he's so strong, because he cares about something. And he's bringing it and about something and bringing it for something. Plug in and find things that mean something to you. Even in Torah, it's that way. People hack and tumul, derech halim. I'm very happy you have almost zero discussions in yeshiva of derech halim. I don't care if you learn one line the whole year, or the Masechta every day, 1,000 blot a day. I'm not worried about Derech Halim, and I'm worried, are you on fire with something? Do you care about something, that something means something to you? I watch the Chabur, I watch Chevra who learn Gemara, and they care about it. They learn with something that means something to them. It's important to them, and they learn with a sincerity and an energy, and the word chiyus, the word passion, and this is the war on Chometz, is a war in a life of nothingness, of meaninglessness, of no purpose and no energy. And Yitzias Mitzrayim is coming out of Egypt to a place of meaning, l'cheiros olam, to things that matter, to things that I'm passionate about, the service of Hashem in each one's unique way. I spoke yesterday from AJ Saidi about bringing your ice cream truck. You can't please others and do what's popular. And a guy was asking me last night, somebody told him, if you do this, then stop weighing it and judging. You'll never be on fire if you're trying to please this one, impress that one, answer up to the third one. Do what's right, do what's true, do what's deep in you, do what you really believe in. You'll be passionate. You can't take polls. It can't be the popular move, the cool move, the external move. It doesn't have energy. It has no chiyus. I see guys. There are guys in the next few days have to choose yeshivas. They have to choose. Shlomo and I were talking this morning. A lot of guys have to choose, and it's come time, Rabbi say. The guys have to choose. The yeshivas want to know when we have to choose. Think about the place. You'll be a fire, and get there and go on fire. A place. Don't go to don't play for any crowd. We're all human. It's geschmack to walk in shul and say, I go to a certain place. Oh, impressive. That's cool, but it doesn't give energy. But it doesn't energize anybody. That lasts for a few seconds. When you do what's right, when you plug into what's true, you have a chiyus and a cheshek. I look back, Judah Weinstein's back in yeshiva, and the biggest litmus test, when I see what I just, people talk about, there's a famous story that a guy visited his son in Telz. He traveled across Europe, and he saw his shoes were like neatly lined up, and he went back home. He must be successful, there's Seder. So everybody has their litmus test if somebody's successful. What I look if I see energy. I see smiles and energy, or they must be plugged in. I want to see somebody. I look at Ben, say, I looked at you for 5 minutes, you look good. You look smiley and energetic. If a guy is schlepping, he's not plugged in. If a guy has chiyus, there's an energy. You could see a person's like purpose. Avrami Garnaus, before he left here, kept saying the word intention. He spent and dedicated to something, intention. He decided something, thought of something, and brought it. Don't listen to chirps. You should go here, don't go here. Yes, put it all aside and ask, where are you going to function with energy and passion and meaning and purpose? The war on Chometz. I was speaking 2 nights ago to Avi Bertram, middle of the night, and he was busy, middle of the night, he was busy at Hanlon. We were trying to figure something out, 2 a.m. I admire, I see an Avi, I see Chiyus, the man's alive, because he plugged into real things. You watch him learn, daven, impact. He's plugged into things that mean something to him. Now, I don't say each one, everybody's different. You have your own ice cream truck. But plug into what means something to you. This matters to you and means something to you. I like when guys choose their own shiurim in yeshiva. I don't care what shiur. They're going to make a day that things mean something to you. Build sidarim. This means something to me. You plug in to something that means something to you. It's important to you. And you function with a certain chiyus, a certain energy. The story of Pesach is of people that are plugging in, that are getting connected. We're getting connected. We're remembering who we are. And at that time is a tremendous war against Chometz. There's an eradication of Chometz. I think it's what happens to he who plugs in. Matzah emerges, Chiyus emerges, and Chometz sort of We externally do what's true anyway. We destroy chametz because that's what's happening. Pesach chametz is being destroyed. What's being destroyed is blah and laziness and atzva, sadness, that which is slow, that which is without purpose. Avram Avinu, the picture, Pesach and Avram, the Torah says that Pesach is Keneged Avram. So we discussed Carbon Pesach, the shechting of Mazel, Avram Avinu leaving your Mazel. Pesach's Keneged Avram Avinu, the Torah says. And Avram Avinu is Bechinas Rizus. The Torah speaks about Avram's Zrizus 5 times, an old man who's on fire. My picture of Avram is this powerful, like man running. He's a fire. People come to his house, he's on fire. The Torah describes it. He's running and coming. I see energy and passion and fire. That's what happened to he who plugs in. That's what happens, and that's the Zrizus of Pesach, the matzah of Pesach. That's the eradication of chametz of Pesach, the person who's plugged in. So I say to us all, I watch Dubi over his time period here, and I see a person who's plugged in, and there's a chiyus to that. There's an energy. You look like a person who's plugged in. You have the look of a plugged-in human being. Person finds purpose, finds meaning, finds passion, finds energy. There's a chiyus, there's an energy that emerges, there's a zrizus that emerges. So I say to all, find the chiyus. Find a Rebbe. I love when you say find a Rebbe, people. I love watching Meir with Rabbi Russ this whole year. I see somebody. I'd watch it develop a healthy, a real Rebbe. It's not a game. It's a Rebbe. Speaks to him. There's a Rebbe Talmud, a real, honest, close, develop. That's plugging in. You plug in. There's this rezus. There's an energy that emerges. So I want to give a bracha. I'm going to close with this bracha. For many years, Elia, I struggled with ending to speeches. Now, if you guys were more cynical, you'd say, oh yeah, you do. It's 5:20 and you're still going. So you got luck. I'm thankful you guys aren't cynical. But for many years, I struggled much with ending to speeches. So I would always give this half-baked bracha. It was like a trick. And everybody should be gebench b'meher v'yameinu amen. I'd give like a half-baked bracha. I didn't know how to end the speech. Maishi, to the point that a guy did an AI, a Kalish speech, and on AI they mimicked my funny bracha, and it was like a great dig, because it was like the most awkward, wordiest bracha. I learned the piece of Reb Nachman. It happens to be, I was learning with my kids, I was learning with Maish, and we saw an inyan of turning your Torah into tefillah. I actually understand it. What we learn becomes our biggest dreams. It's the best way of learning. So when you learn the sugya of chametz, you don't just sit there declaring we could darshan every lumdus of chametz in the world, and we'll learn some more lumdus. When you learn a sugya, you become the sugya. You start connecting to something. A tefillah is your deepest dreams. Every Torah should become a tefillah, Rav Nachman says. And you end all your learning with a tefillah, with a prayer. And you're supposed to turn your learning into a prayer. So when I'm saying a bracha, birchas hedyan, I'm really praying with the chevra and for the chevra. And I want to say to us all, we should be zeicha this Pesach. In the destruction of chametz, in the embracing of matzah, of that which is done with alacrity, that which is done with cheshek and fire and energy, that which is done with chiyus. I dream of the day. I didn't get it done this year. We spoke about it. One day I want to bake matzahs with the whole yeshiva. Yes. I want the chevra to be like on fire. Matzahs like running, coming. There's no breaks. How do we do it this year? We should. Maybe we should arrange it. Maybe we're running ahead of time. But the kitzur advarim is. My bracha to us all is we should find tremendous chiyus in our ruchnius. We should plug in and find through Rebbeim, through Torah, through a kesher to Chaverim, we should find in ourselves that which means something to us, that which brings out a cheshek and a ratzain and we should all serve Hashem. We should all live our lives with a tremendous rezus, a tremendous chiyus. I want to say I'm looking at Yehuda. In a few minutes, Yehuda's leaving. And his kesher to his mishpacha, he's a very family-minded person. Yehuda, I'm talking about Yehuda. Extremely caring. He has spoken and cared and expressed dreams. He davens for his family, for the parnasa, for the health. He's somebody who cares, incredibly sensitive to his family. You know how much chiyus exists there? You know how much energy, and that's the reason. I think his brother, Noach Klitnik, bakes for his father. You know how much ruchnius is there? The man bakes for his dad. He works, he kills himself that his father should have. Yehuda has worked many times. Guys go off, they go to sleep. This man runs home and helps his father, his parnasa. You know how much chiyus is there? So you don't listen to anybody chirping. This is you find your job. You find your job, you know. Each of us have our own, nobody can know for you. Don't listen to any chirping. Inside, figure out what means something, what has purpose. You know how much ruchnius lies that he cooks for his tata? Please say prayers for the whole yeshiva. When you bake those cakes and cookies, Pesach once for your tata. When he bakes for his father, I want you to be praying. I want you to daven specific prayers. I want you to daven for Refuah Shleima for Ayobaland while you're baking for your tata. I want you to daven for Mordechai, Avram, Zechariah, Menachem, and Sarah Edel while you're cooking. I want you to daven for shidduchim. A lot of guys in yeshiva, the dorm councils, a lot of the older have need shidduchim. I want you to daven for shidduchim while you're cooking for tata. Tfilah, there's chiyus there. There's big chiyus. He's cooking for his tata. So I want you to daven for shidduchim for the chevra. For people should have yeshiva das, menuchas hanefesh, tranquility. I want you praying. Yehuda, you'll pray for us all in the yeshiva. Thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot. Thank you. You're plugged in. A person, what is the pshat? Prayers are answered. When a person does a mitzvah, he's plugged in. When you're plugged in, everything goes. Pesach, a yid plugs in. There's rezus, there's chiyus. He's on fire. He's on fire. Let's go. So I say to Yehuda to please pray for us. The other night, there was a bacher got hurt. There were dorm councils with the guy the whole night, the whole morning, running, coming. Yehuda Krupka was part of it. There's such chiyus and caring for another yid, being there, worried for another yid, taking care of another yid. That has chiyus. That has energy. What your place in Avodas Hashem we all have to find. Pesach's the time a yid plugs in. When a yid plugs in, he's on fire. My picture of Avram Avinu, the yid who plugged in, the father of our nation, is fire. The man's, people see him, and what's with him? You watched Avram, Ish Kiyiten Kol Hain Beisei Ba'ava Beis Yevuzalai. When a man's on fire, other people look. Did you ever see somebody dancing and you don't hear the music? I have this hobby in the inner city. Cars, they play music. Now, sometimes you can hear, but sometimes you ever see a guy driving and he's like bouncing, but you don't hear the music. He looks awfully weird. He's not weird. There's music in the car. You just don't see the music. If a guy has music in his ears and you see a guy walking the street, he has like a certain thing, so he looks weird to you. You don't hear the music. That's a yid. We're fire, and other people, whoa. What's with you? Okay, you don't hear the music. You don't hear the music. We've plugged into something. There's a fire. There's a cheshek. There's a chiyus. I have tremendous respect for chiyus. When I see somebody, we're holding, it's been a long zman. You hear very little in this yeshiva about Saif Zman. Because when you try for streaks, when the motto is fake it till you make it, at the end of this man, the guy's done. When the goal is find what's you, then this man, I'm ready to go. Ben Azmanam, just me. I found things that mean something. When you're baking cookies for your dad, there's no such thing as Ben Azmanim, or there's none of this you read. I'm baking cookies for my tata. You understand? Me, take polls. I'll tell you, do this. No. I have found my mission, my tafkid, my importance, my chiyus. So I say to us all Pesach, we should all be zeicha, plug in, Rabbi say, find the things that are meaning. We were Shashabachabanim, we call Amim, Hashem wants us. Bring your ice cream truck, plug in, and function with alacrity, with fire. Second Seder now, 6:30.